A promise of relief, Poilievre and the carbon tax debate. Pierre Poilievre's pledge to eliminate Canada's industrial carbon tax has ignited a firestorm of debate. The Conservative leader's promise to combat the rising cost of living by targeting what he calls a cash grab resonates with many Canadians. However, his proposal has also sparked alarm among environmentalists and economists who fear the consequences of dismantling a key policy designed to combat climate change. This essay will delve into the intricacies of this complex issue, examining the potential benefits and drawbacks of scrapping the carbon tax. Deconstructing the industrial carbon tax mechanism and objectives. Introduced by the Trudeau government, the industrial carbon tax is a cornerstone of Canada's climate action plan. Large industrial emitters are required to pay a fee for every ton of greenhouse gas emissions they produce above a certain limit. This benchmark is designed to incentivize companies to reduce their carbon footprint by investing in cleaner technologies. The tax is projected to reach $170 per ton by 2030, a figure that has drawn criticism from businesses who argue that it increases operating costs and, consequently, consumer prices. The case for scrapping Poilievre's affordability argument. Poilievre's central argument for scrapping the carbon tax hinges on the issue of affordability. He contends that the tax places an undue burden on Canadians already struggling with the rising cost of living. He argues that eliminating the tax would lead to immediate relief, particularly for those in rural and remote communities who rely heavily on fossil fuels. Lower gasoline prices, reduced home heating costs, and a decrease in the price of everyday goods are among the potential benefits touted by Poilievre and his supporters. The environmental price tag critics sound the alarm. While Poilievre's promise of economic relief holds undeniable appeal, his proposal has triggered alarm bells among environmentalists. They argue that removing the carbon tax would be a major setback in the fight against climate change. Without the financial incentive to reduce emissions, industries may be less inclined to invest in green technologies and transition to cleaner energy sources. This, they warn, could lead to a surge in greenhouse gas emissions, exacerbating the climate crisis. Balancing act economic impacts and policy alternatives. The debate surrounding the carbon tax ultimately boils down to a delicate balancing act between economic considerations and environmental imperatives. While there is no denying that the tax carries economic costs, there is significant concern that its removal could have far-reaching and potentially irreversible environmental consequences. Poilievre has proposed alternative policies to incentivize emissions reductions without resorting to taxation, such as tax credits for companies that lower their carbon footprint and attracting foreign companies with cleaner production practices to Canada. However, the details of these policies remain scarce, leaving many to question their efficacy in filling the void left by the carbon tax. Ultimately, the decision of whether to maintain or dismantle this pivotal policy will have profound implications for Canada's economic and environmental